before we really dive into the show, we were talking about adult beverages. I like to call it like the drink check.
Adam, what are we drinking today?
We are drinking Yucca Valley Brewing Company Golden Blonde Ale from Grocery Outlet.
Okay, and our guest today, you said that you love Grocery Outlet.
I do love Grocery Outlet, or what are people calling it right now? Grocery Girls Out.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Which, yeah, I would agree. That doesn't seem very pleasant. But a lot of us go there, and we love it. I know I love it.
I've been embracing the chaos, because anytime I go there with a plan, it does not go well. So now I just go like, whatever. I'll find something and I will be excited about it, and that's my intention.
Yeah, I never go in there with a plan.
Yeah, I went right before we recorded. I go to the grocery store almost every day.
Yeah,
and I said I need seltzer. I was always try to bring hard seltzers when we do this show. I feel like it has the widest range of what people will enjoy. Like, not everybody drinks beer, not everybody drinks wine. My partner fucking hates hard seltzer. She thinks it's garbage. She refuses to drink it. But I think everybody else, it's like a very innocuous thing where it's like, we're doing a podcast. I've never really hung out with you outside of your shop, and I don't know what you drink. So I'm like, well, hard seltzer is a good start.
Yeah.
Gluten-free.
Absolutely. Very allergy friendly.
Yeah.
Fruity flavors. Mm-hmm.
And so I'd usually go grab High Noons at Stater Brothers. That is usually my go-to, because I think you get the grapefruit High Noons, everybody can drink that.
Yeah.
However, I really wanted this type of pasta that they have at Grocery Outlet. Their house brand of pasta at the moment is so phenomenal. I believe it's bronze cut. It's got the little edges that come from bronze cut pressed pasta. Really nice pasta. It's $1.79. I just bought one. I needed some for tomorrow, so I popped in and I said, I'll see what the seltzer situation is like at Grocery Outlet.
Wait, they have a house brand?
Yes, they do now.
Yeah, they do now.
What's it called?
Simply?
Mm-hmm. Simply Food or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And that pasta's great.
Awesome. Is it stuffed?
No, it's a dry pasta.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's I bought a thing of linguine for my dinner tomorrow, because I'm going to go to some different grocery stores tomorrow, and I said, let's get the seltzer that they've got. And they have one variety of seltzer. I've never seen it anywhere else. I feel like it's locally made. And they only had all right, this is the weird thing. And I had to make some quick guesses about what kind of show we were going to have today.
I was guessing too.
So was I.
Everyone's guessing.
So I forget the name, and maybe during we can take a break and I can go find out what the brand of seltzer is. But it's the same brand. I think it's locally made, maybe out of San Diego, and they sell for $9.99 a 6-pack of 5%, and for $12.99 it's a 6-pack of 10%. It's called extra hard seltzer.
I don't. 10% is too much.
I find that when you go above 5% in seltzers, they start tasting like medicine.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. So I kind of stay between 5 and 7.
All right.
I don't think I've ever seen 10% for a seltzer.
They have different varieties of it too. Wasn't there an extreme White Claw for a minute?
Yes. Everyone now has their own seltzer. Simply has a seltzer. Who is it? Modelo.
Okay.
Has their own seltzer, which I actually really like right now. No, it's not a seltzer. It's an agua fresca.
All right.
Yeah.
I've seen the Bud Light seltzers.
Mm-hmm. Bud Light.
But I'm not the biggest seltzer fan. I get them because they are shareable, and it's the most generic booze you can bring to a thing.
Agreed.
So
seltzers, and for me, sweet teas or the twisted teas.
Really?
Yeah.
Adam, where are you on twisted teas?
I don't like caffeine at nighttime, and I'm usually drinking at nighttime.
Gotcha.
So
Fair enough.
I like iced tea, and I have had one only a few times during the day if I'm watching a football game or something. But generally,
caffeine doesn't affect me in the same way, I guess. Yeah, because I will drink the night.
Yeah.
I had my first twisted tea recently.
Oh, wow.
The local watering hole Tiny Pony
Okay.
has a drink called the TT Chuggums.
Yes, I've tried that. That's really great.
Yeah, I'd never had twisted tea before. I got that it's a shot of flavored vodka that goes into the twisted tea, maybe.
Right.
I did not care for it. I have to say.
Okay, it's not for everybody.
Yes. I will say my big thing that I love to drink is hard kombucha, which in a sense is a twisted tea.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, because it's fermented tea.
Yeah. And those get pretty sturdy. Like I think the ones I buy, the Boochcrafts get up to like 7%. And they will.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a slap in the face. Like the ginger lime one is like a brutal, like aggressive flavor and it's very alcoholic.
I'm furiously trying to find the name of it. It's not seltzer, but it is a very popular thing right now. Maybe I'll cut this out because I don't know the name. But they do like different cocktails. They'll do like a
Water.
Cut water. Now that is strong.
That'll knock you.
That's like 12, 13%. Yeah. I had one on an empty stomach and I was like, I'm going to bed, everybody.
You can taste the booze, but it tastes like maybe it's 6 or 7%. Like it's sneaky. It's deceptive.
The first time I ever heard of Cutwaters, this is one of my favorite days, was when I was living in Los Angeles. And a friend of mine and Adam's who she works for a chain of chicken restaurants in Los Angeles. Okay. I think we can say who it is, a California Chicken Cafe. I've got a bunch of and she was like, for some reason, in charge of their beverage program. She got started as an architect, but I think she's a VP. She does like design, logos, and some of the food stuff. She's always doing food photo shoots. And she was trying to find a canned cocktail that they could sell. Mm-hmm. So she reached out to Cutwater, who I'd never heard. This is the first time I ever heard of Cutwater. Mm-hmm. This must be like 2014. And Cutwater sent her the giant box with 4 of everything that they had at the time.
Wow.
And she said, I need you guys to come over and sit in my kiddie pool and try all of these and figure out which ones of these are what.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I forget. They've changed the flavors since then. But I think like the margarita was good. I was surprised with the Bloody Mary. I thought they're Bloody Mary, which I don't know if they still do.
I've never seen that before.
I've seen it, but I haven't had it.
Right. Mm-hmm. But I know that they are really pushing like their espresso martinis and their White Russians at the moment.
Yeah.
I've got to ask, and Adam knows I'm a fan of these, and we're really off on a tangent to start off with here.
I love tangent stuff.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Before Cutwater was a thing, I believe they're still around, although I have not had one in a very long time.
I haven't seen them in a while.
The Club.
Yeah.
Did you know what the Club is?
The Club was...
Yeah.
You're saying it's a drink?
It's like a small can, and it was like martinis, Manhattans, in a can.
But it was the amount that you would get in a martini glass.
Yes.
So unlike Cutwater, it was a little more balanced, although those could mess you up.
No, I don't remember those. Yeah.
They've been around for a very long time, like
decades.
My partner has some vintage Playboys, and they have advertisements for the Club in like these Playboys from the 70s.
Yeah.
Huh.
I noticed them when I first came of age drinking in the 2000s, and they were always pretty nasty.
They were not good.
If you had one warm,
oh no,
like a warm martini out of a can, maybe the violet. They have a gin martini and a vodka martini. Like they are wild.
Mm-hmm.
I think they still sell them. I have not had one.
Interesting.
I haven't seen them in a while.
I think they've got some at the convenience store around the corner there.
Oh,
well, let's hit up the bottle shop.
Yeah.
Zerto Alto. You guys, are you listening? Things have a way of coming full circle, right? So if that was hot back then, like vinyl records, it's going to come back.
That's right.
Which by like Cutwater and drinks like them, they're kind of starting to do that, but like on an American scale, like super American scale, right?
I don't think you want so Cutwater is doing the bigger mix. They're more mixed drinks than less cocktaily, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't want like a 12-ounce can of martini.
No,
that's way too much.
That's too much.
Be warm by the end of it. Like that's not what you want. And
I mean, I don't want a club martini either.
Oh, that's their main thing.
I know.
So this is an opportunity for somebody out there to again make their own drink that's between a club and water.
Yes. Well, I totally doable.
Yeah, they sell those little triangle bottles of Negroni. Mm-hmm. I forget the brand. They do the phony Negronis as well. And they're like a little slim.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of those, but we had a bunch of phony Negronis at my house for the holidays.
Have you ever been to a liquor store where they have it like all wrapped up together? It'll be like like a little bottle plus like a soda plus like ice and stuff like that.
Like a kit.
Yeah, it's like a kit,
Yeah.
like a walk around, mix it up, pour it right in, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a LA thing. I've only seen it a handful of times, but yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we should introduce the show.
Gingerbread Man down, clean up on aisle podcast.
You're listening to Clean Up on Aisle podcast, the dirty truth about grocery stores. I am your host, Jeff Harmetz, joined as always with my host, Adam Fligston.
Hello, Jeff. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm having a fabulous time. I'm drinking this delicious beer that you got me from Grocery Outlet and avoiding that cider that nobody really seemed to be too keen on, or seltzer that nobody seemed to be.
I'll try a Huckleberry seltzer.
And we are joined today by Macy Ring, we've mentioned you on our podcast several times.
Yeah.
You are the owner of the Morongo Basin's, is it our newest grocery store still?
That is
Catch a Rabbit?
correct. Yeah. 7 months.
All right.
Only 7 months. Yeah.
And you are our first expert guest we've had on the show. We've been talking to comedians and funny people, but we've not actually talked with anybody who is like from the grocery store industry.
Current.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you, Jeff and Adam, for having me on the show. I wouldn't proclaim myself ever as an expert. I'm very new to this field of grocery business. I actually spent the last decade in higher education.
Really?
Yeah, at UC Riverside. Okay. And I also went to school there for my undergrad. So
Can you say what you were teaching?
I actually was advising students, professional development, study abroad. So having been a first-gen financial aid student from like a really rough area of San Bernardino, being the first to go to school, graduate college, I wanted to dedicate my life to being one of those people that helped me get through college. And so I did that for 10 years. And then I bought a home here in Yucca Valley in 2018 and was doing that commute for a long time. And I just was getting tired of the commute. And I also was wanting to do something different.
What was that like on average, the drive?
It equated to about a day's worth of work just sitting in a car
Yeah.
each week.
Is that, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to guess, is it like more than an hour, right?
Depending on the day, when I leave, et cetera, it's about like an hour and a half each way.
Wow.
So
I have had that type of commute before.
really?
I lived in Echo Park, Los Angeles area. I had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad job in Malibu. And like,
Which geographically isn't far, but it's the traffic that makes it crazy.
and I was like, oh, we have a Pasadena office. You can work out of the Pasadena office. They didn't let me do that for the first year. And so I would like, you could either go on the 10 freeway through Santa Monica, which is the worst traffic of all time, or you could go the back way through the 101, which was very bad traffic. And then you have to go like down the mountain pass, and like it's a rock slide area. So like I would have like rocks falling on my car at like 7:50 in the morning.
Oh my God, no. Yeah.
But it's just scary. People go fast on that road.
Yeah, people are crazy. Yeah, so I just, like you, I was just like done with that. And coupled with just this burning desire to just do something different with my life before I'm 80. And I look back, I'm like, you should have taken that risk. And so I'm going to be 44 next year in February. So I'm really glad that I took this leap of faith in myself to be my own boss and fill a niche that I've been observing since I've lived here. A lack of diversity in foods and shopping. And I was, like many people who come into my store, have always wished that there was like some kind of Asian market in the area. And so I took some steps to make it happen. And it was not easy. I'm still learning a lot about how to to run this business.
Well, I think there's a lot to get into with that. Don't worry. We're going to
Bring it on. Bring it on.
But you said that you grew up in San Bernardino?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. San Bernardino.
We live in San Bernardino County now. I'm from Long Beach, and I don't think I've ever really hung out in San Bernardino. What's it all about there?
Yeah. I'm like specifically in San Bernardino / like Loma Linda. And my parents right now live in Redlands, not far from the university. But we were in more like the poor areas. Like it was like almost every other family had a kid that dropped out of school or joined a gang or got pregnant or whatever. And I'm the oldest of 6 from a very poor Cambodian family. My parents immigrated here to the States in like the 80s. And so they had a lot of challenges already. And then on top of it, trying to raise like 6 kids and keeping them out of trouble. And thankfully, to my mom and dad's credit, we all turned out pretty decent. Nobody got pregnant early. Nobody dropped out of school. Nobody joined a gang. We're all, I would consider, stand-up citizens. And every one of us have done pretty well with our lives. And I'm also the first person in my family to start a business like this. So, it's been very gratifying. I have people come in almost every day thanking me, for starting this business. And it just brings me so much joy to, again, coming from higher education and like kind of teaching, advising, I'm kind of still teaching, advising, but in a different way, helping people to curate amazing foods at home and helping them build a recipe, helping them to, find what they need to really kill it at that next dinner party, for example. So,
can I ask you about your academics very quickly?
Yeah,
I'm a college man. I did go to a 4-year university. Okay, where did you go? Adam and I actually met at Pitzer College. So,
okay, Claremont.
Okay, and I do not understand how my alma mater can consistently track me down and ask me for money. They send me.
They do. They can, and
how do they do that? What's the magic behind that?
The magic behind that is
Dog the bounty hunter out there.
He's still working.
I think he looks like he exploded, but it burst the skin.
So you will forever be a part of their database.
Okay.
And if you move, you change your number, your email, they will still somehow find you. They have a literal alum. Obviously I don't know Pitzer. I don't know, I know my school, but I know I've worked with the alumni office at my campus pretty closely, and they have a dedicated department for alumni services.
Just for tracking guys down.
What was your field?
So I studied anthropology as an undergrad. And I later went on to get my master's in education. At that point, I realized I wanted to continue working in higher ed and helping students just be the best that they can be, And I don't know if you guys know too much about UC Riverside, but they have a lot of underrepresented students who come from similar backgrounds as mine. And so, I didn't go to school specifically for what I did. I think the experience of meeting all those characteristics that identify with a lot of their student body made me relatable and for many students easy to work with, because I can really understand where they're coming from. It doesn't hurt to also have a bachelor's and a master's too. But yeah.
I know a few people who teach at UC Riverside from the high desert.
Okay. I ran into a few of them at the store, actually. Yeah.
And I'm very interested. I think when people are in academia, as you were, I think people move in and out of it. It's interesting that you left it for food.
Yeah.
Some of my good friends and bakers who are no longer living in the desert, but shout out to Wild Bread Bakery.
I love them. I miss them.
And they went back to academia.
Yeah.
So I think that that's very interesting that often linked and people are moving from one to another and very
that's like fluidity, right? Like
Yeah.
whatever you study or whatever your first job is. I personally don't believe that those things define people. So, we all have different, I mean, I didn't even know that you guys are Claremont boys. That's so cool that all of us, we have this in common where we were living somewhere else, we were doing something else, and something about this like area brought us out here,
Well, what was it that brought you? So are you in Yucca Valley? Are you in Joshua Tree?
I'm in Yucca.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Yucca Pride all the way. You know what annoys me is when people who live in Yucca or people who visit Joshua Tree call all of it Joshua Tree. Is it just me?
No.
Okay.
I know a lot of people get very annoyed. I think the longer you live here and the more closely you identify with one of the places around Joshua Tree that is not Joshua Tree, that becomes a bigger and bigger sticking point for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So Yucca Pride all the way.
All right.
Yeah.
And Yucca Valley, and I don't want to get too local on it, but like it has changed dramatically in just the 8 years that I've been here. And it's stuff like your store that is kind of making that change and making it not just like the city that's near Joshua Tree House.
Right. And that's one of my goals too. I mean, I had a lot of goals with opening up this business venture, beyond personal, but I really, working in Riverside and commuting to Riverside, I didn't really engage with the community much. And in the last 7 months, I've connected with so many amazing people, other businesses. I mean, obviously you guys, I'm sitting here right now because of what I did, and it just is amazing. Yeah, very grateful.
What brought you out to the high desert of the Hearst?
Oh, yes, to answer your question. So growing up in Redlands, we're like an hour away. So I grew up coming to the park. And in 2018, when I felt this like burning desire to own property, I was priced out from, whatever was going on in that area. But I also didn't want to buy a home in Riverside, Redlands, or in a populous area. I wanted to get more for my money. I wanted some decent land and I wanted some peace and quiet. So I looked out here and worked with Sherry Miller and Associates. Shout out to Paul Carr.
Also my realtor.
Yes. Yeah.
Also, Paul sold the house that's next door to my house.
Oh, that's
Absolutely terrified about what's going to happen. If you're not familiar with Yucca Valley, like so many houses in my neighborhood have become vacation rentals since I've lived there. I'm in a very cute little neighborhood, but that means that a lot of people want to put very sometimes annoying vacation rentals also next to me. And this is like the closest house to me. It's the newly built one above the cul-de-sac. And then it just sold by y'all's realtor. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
Well, good job.
That is his job.
Begrudge him for that. But he caught me playing Nine Inch Nails on the treadmill recently. I was...
How did he catch you doing?
Maybe I caught him. I was running in my garage,
and it was open.
My garage was open, and I saw him doing some business. So,
gotcha.
I guess he listens. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
and also Lene Lavoie. It was a pair of them that helped me find my beautiful home. So yeah, that's in a nutshell what brought me out here was just the peace and quiet, less hustle and bustle. A beautiful home that I could never, ever afford outside of here. Yeah. And this was before, 2019.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
And what did you make of so as somebody who is very involved in the remaking of the fabric of the community, I don't want to you opened a store.
Yeah.
You're staking a claim. You're saying this was not here. I would like this to be in this town. What was that your approach to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, very basically, there's nothing, complicated about me wanting to open the store. I think that's a great word, a vacancy. Mm-hmm. Although I will say there is rumors about this other Asian market that's down the road.
Goodness.
what's up with that?
All right.
Yeah.
It's always
So excited to talk about this.
Okay.
You don't know anything about that?
I mean, I've heard stories and I pass by it whenever, I'm in that area. And I'm just like, Yucca Oriental Market. And it looks boarded up.
It is
and,
boarded
yeah.
up. That.
I have heard rumors.
Yeah.
In Yucca Valley, there is like always been the whispers, and they have a lot of whisper networks, and I'm getting a little bit more plugged in with some of the whisper networks.
Which is another,
At our worst.
which is another benefit of now being embedded in the community in this way. I get to hear lots of tea.
I have heard that this is it's owned by one woman, and it was for a while appointment only. So I think it's a store where you call her and she says, "Come by, I'll open it up and you can shop." One friend, I believe, this might be passing through the telephone rumor mill, but I believe it was not particularly well stocked. And obviously, I haven't seen. I truly don't know where it is. I've never actually physically laid eyes on it.
Yeah.
I have just on Google Maps
Yeah.
because I was so confused.
Yeah.
But Jeff, we should try to do that.
Okay.
No, I don't want to give your competitors any unnecessary
not at
credit.
all.
Like that sounds fun.
Not at all. I would
report.
You guys keep me posted on that report as well.
You haven't heard anything?
I mean, I've heard that as well. I mean, I can't even imagine operating in that, if that is true, like by appointment. Because I have a lot of shelf stable stuff, but also things that have like a quicker expiration. And I don't, it's just weird. It's not a doctor's office.
How can you pay rent?
Maybe she owns the building. I mean, I think it's interesting when people have their building owned and they can have just whatever weird little shop they want because, like, I don't care. If I don't open it, I just don't get $5 that day.
No, my livelihood depends on me opening at least 5 days a week. And then the 2 days I have off is like running errands for the store and just, I'm now that I'm a full-fledged business owner, like my mind does not turn off. Like I'm constantly thinking and planning and worrying and, there's mostly positive stuff. It's all good, but there are like the darker realities of running any kind of business. And, it's very,
Well, speaking of tea, the store is called Ginger Rabbit. And tell us about all right. For somebody who's listening, and a lot of people are listening who have no idea what Ginger Rabbit is, describe your store for us.
Okay, the Ginger Rabbit is a Pan-Asian American specialty food and beverage mini market. A lot of I would say one of the main questions people ask is, what kind of Asian store is this? And I always come back with, it's Pan-Asian. So it's a little bit of everybody. It's not Filipino. It's not Vietnamese. It's not Chinese. It's Pan-Asian. And I want to emphasize also the American part too, because I do specialize in products that are made in the U.S., by Asian American, other small businesses. So I really try to specialize in that, products that are made here in the U.S., but also specifically in California. So not everything in my store is from abroad. And as we all know, it's getting harder and harder to get things from abroad. Yeah.
I guess the first thing that comes to mind, I know you have the fishwife stuff.
Yes.
That's local Californian, right?
They do, like many tin can fish companies, they source a lot of sardines, right, from Europe. So either Scandinavia or Portugal, Spain. But what makes one different from the others, not beyond like branding, is like which fishery are you going to like really collaborate with? And not all are the same, as you may be well aware.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
the one that I know a lot about is Southern California tofu, which is a whole which is a whole industry in and of itself, and really thriving. Like it's kind of and it's been around for a long time. I don't know if you stock any of that, but anyway, I'm a big fan of I don't know what you would even call it. San Gabriel Valley tofu, I guess you.
Tofu-fery.
Yeah.
Does the tofu pick up the terroir of the San Gabriel Valley?
I think it's more like about freshness. Like it's been made as of the past 8 days or something, and it just retains sort of something.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time between like shipment to wherever it needs to go. You're gonna have to give me
Okay.
the name of your tofu furry.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Do you want to give me see?
I don't. Yes, but not off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Sorry, that's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, a lot of people also ask me, "Oh, can you get some fresh noodles, fresh tofu?" And being in what I don't know, I would sometimes call like a food desert. Like there are some things, places, people that won't deliver here because we're outside of their service area. And so those days that I have off, sometimes I will actually drive to LA or wherever I need to like pick up things that just can't be delivered. So that is just a commitment that I have to this enterprise for sure. But it's hard. It's hard getting fresh things here. Yeah.
How are you doing that? How are you getting fresh? I know that part of a new thing that your business has been doing is the green box.
Oh, the pink produce boxes, the curated produce boxes. Yeah.
And like, where are you sourcing produce from?
Yeah, so that I will give thanks to Worldwide Produce, who supply a lot of us businesses up here, from Tiny Pony, the Copper Room, La Copine.
I have heard that they are the good one, because I know that otherwise it's usually Cisco, right?
Yeah.
Those are the main options for
Right.
regular deliveries out here.
Yeah. Cisco, I do have an account with them, but they don't have much of what I need. And if they do, it's like you have to get massive, like restaurant size stuff. And I'm not a restaurant. I'm trying to sell like retail, like smaller packages. So, fresh stuff like produce that I'm getting to make those curated produce boxes come from Worldwide Produce. And they have all the things that are hard to find. The galangal, the kaffir lime leaves, the lemongrass, and it's like really good, high quality stuff. Fresh.
Amazing.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Let me hook you up with more.
Yeah. I will. Yeah. No, I've been meaning to subscribe for a long time. I moved to Joshua Tree about 3 months ago, maybe 4. But I've been back and forth, and my life has been upside down for a long time. But I'm finally in a place that I could subscribe to a box.
You have a kitchen now.
I had a kitchen. I didn't have a kitchen as of like 2 weeks ago. I did not have a kitchen.
Oh my goodness.
I do now, and I've got pantry space. I've got I'm ready.
Give me a call, Adam, and I'll put one together for you. It comes in a 10 by 14 pink donut box.
Beautiful.
And why am I using a pink donut box? Yes, it's a very Cambodian thing. Thank you, Adam. I wanted to, at first I was doing it in these brown bags with a handle, but I wanted to make it more special. And the idea quickly came to me, why not a pink donut box? That's very Cambodian. And so that's what I'm putting in the pink box.
So you're sourcing the pink boxes, the same ones that they get at the donut place?
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, that's like a very important, probably LA maybe specifically, but Southern California history is the Cambodian donut merchants
Yes.
who then put them in a pink box.
I would be, dare I say, I'm 90% sure that almost every donut shop that you might walk into is probably run by a Cambodian person.
Amazing.
Yeah. There's actually some documentary out there that talks about the proliferation of donuts, Cambodian immigrants, and its impact on like American life. It's on my watch list, but
I grew up in Long Beach. We have a tremendous Cambodian.
I was going to say,
presence, in Long Beach, and like incredible donuts. We talk about this a lot on my radio show, that I very firmly believe that Dunkin' Donuts will never take hold in Southern California because we have such a good, robust local donut culture. Fuck Dunkin' Donuts. I love Ben Affleck, great director, pretty good actor, but
not in Phantoms, though.
And he could leave it, just stay away from Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, go home, sell your terrible donuts on the East Coast where they have no idea what a good donut is, and leave us to our local donut places here in Southern California. That's my donut rant.
Amen.
Have y'all ever had a Dunkin' Donut? That sucks.
Yeah, I grew up on the East Coast.
Did you like them?
No, they're not that good. They are better on the East Coast than here, I'll say.
I had them in Queens when I was around Queens. There was one by the newspaper.
Right.
And I would go in there and I'd be like, this.
It's not that good.
Yeah.
They're not that good. Yeah.
What if he said yes, he did?
I would still stand by my.
Yeah, we've known each other a lot.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
We can get past that.
Yeah.
I'll say my donut rant is since moving to the high desert, I'm vegan, and it's been that is a very specific craving of mine that I have not been able to figure.
So, getting back to the ginger rabbit, like, so you tell us about the process. You say there is a market for like an Asian grocery store in Yucca Valley, which I completely agree with, and I'm thrilled that you're open. But like, how do you have the idea and turn that into a reality? Like, obviously, a million steps, but like, what's the first thing you do?
Well, let me just say I've always been very studious. I read a lot. I do my research. And I think for anyone, and I say this, I have these conversations with customers who come in and they're like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to like start this or that business, but I don't know what to do. I was like, hey, if I could do it, this girl literally from the hood, anyone can do it, So I just want to put that out there. But yeah, I mean, I just started like asking people questions. There's a lot of, as you both know, the communities around here are so supportive of one another. I've spoken with a number of like small business owners to kind of get their like guidance on like how to approach my idea. And I just started reading about permits and what it all costs. Where do I even get the money? Because none of this is possible without money, right? So, once I secured some funding, then I started researching what it is that I needed, from business licenses to what kind of exact permit I needed. Health inspections, that was a huge headache.
Is that local town or is that county?
I mean, I was dealing with county and the town, depending on what the issue is. Like with the health permit, that's county. Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, let's take the moment that you applied for funding and then the day that you opened. How long, what was that span?
Okay, so everything happened within, it felt like forever because, I'm kind of an impulsive person too. And nothing could happen as quick as I was hoping for it to. But I think, if I recall, it was between 6 months. It was within 6 months.
Really? Seems pretty quick.
Yeah.
But you were all in.
I was all in. I was responsive to like emails, calls. Like I'm not waiting days to like get back to somebody. If the county's calling me, I'm not going to like wait 3 days or whatever. But I'm waiting. But I don't want them to have to wait on me for some document or whatever it is.
And then you had to look for spaces around town.
I had to. Thank you for asking that. That was a whole other ball of wax as well. Not a lot of spaces to choose from around here. In fact, the first space that I actually found and thought I was going to get was next to the Star Market in the like just east of there. It was like this doctor / barber.
There's like a shoe store there.
Shoe store, yeah. So there was like a vacancy there, and I was in, and then the property owner last minute was like, actually, I'm going to give it to a doctor. I was like, okay, that's your choice. And I was very bummed because that delayed my plans. Because again, impulsive. I wanted this to like get going already. And mind you, all this was happening while I was still working a full-time job at UC Riverside.
And still commuting as well?
And still commuting.
And the commute. That's killer.
All of that was still going on while I'm trying to figure this out. Of course I was bummed, but some months go by and my building that I'm currently in right now opened up and it wasn't even listed. At that point, I was working with a commercial broker. Thank you, Matthew Thomas. Shout out. He hit me up and he was like, hey, there's this building that just opened. Would you be interested? Come check it out. And it used to be an IT shop, a podiatrist. I think you had mentioned podiatrist.
Nobody looks at my feet except for Quentin Tarantino. Only one that gets to look at my feet. That's also my partner as well. Okay. So I've never been to a podiatrist. Okay. It wouldn't have been me saying, "Oh, this used to be a podiatrist." Impossible.
It used to be a podiatrist. It used to be an escrow real estate office. That was the most recent thing that it was. Okay. So they were downsizing. And Matthew was like, "Hey, this opened up. Come check it out." I looked at it and I'm like, I want it. And within like a week, things were signed and I was able to like move in. But I didn't open. So this happened I signed the lease agreement for 5 years, by the way.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I'm a committal.
It's a commitment.
This is a sign of commitment, y'all. So this was like November of last year. And I didn't open up the store for business officially until April 4th of this year.
Okay. Yeah. So that's about 6 months, I guess.
Mm-hmm. When did you stop your commute to Riverside?
Let's see. There was a period of 2 months where, from April and all of May, I was working both jobs. My employer didn't know yet. So I did that for 2 months and it was like crazy. I was working 7 days a week for those 2 months.
And you're starting a brand new business.
And
commuting an hour and a half each way.
Again, it's testament to just my commitment to like what I was doing. Yeah. I was so excited to just not, turn a new page or chapter, but like it's a new book, for me. And I just wanted to get the show on the road and submitted to my job for 2 months and then gave them my 2 weeks notice as a good person would do. And then, my last commute day was like end of May.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So June, I was free of UC Riverside.
So you got this building, and I'm asking this next part because very often at 3 a.m, I'm up, I'm doing stuff, and I'm like, I need to get an industrial freezer right now. How does one get an industrial freezer? And like all the gear for like the shelves and the shit. How do you start putting that all together?
Oh, for sure. Again, good researcher. A lot of businesses, I hate to say a lot of businesses like restaurants and C-stores, right? Like mine, liquidate or whatever, they go out of business and a lot of it goes up for sale, auction sites, eBay. Yeah. I didn't get my 2 fridges from auction though.
Okay.
I did find them on eBay. eBay is great for this kind of stuff.
Local pickup or shipping?
Free shipping even.
They'll ship a freezer?
I'm telling you, like I had to tame my impulsivity at times. I'm like, okay, don't just go for the first thing that you're seeing or you're loving, there's a better deal. And so, I kind of kept at it and got some really good deals off eBay for my industrial fridge, freezer, and my produce mini fridge.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're talking local businesses, and I'm good friends with some of the people that started Tiny Ponies. So
yeah,
I watched that journey as they doing it.
Yeah.
And they went down to, I think it was like a soup plantation doesn't exist anymore. It couldn't have been a soup plantation, but it was something like it was a Golden Corral was going out of business.
Yeah. It was a buffet.
Yeah, buffet restaurant. Yeah. And they went in they went to go buy all the stuff.
Yeah.
I think they got there. It was in India, which is like an hour from where we are.
Right.
And somebody just bought the whole lot of stuff and right before he got here, just somebody made us an offer for the entire
for everything.
So they kind of wasted a day when they did have a day to waste.
Oh no. So yeah. Because time is money when you're a business owner.
I'm scared of auctions. Did you do any auctions outside the electronic auction?
No, not. I'm kind of scared too. Yeah.
The
idea is more exciting than the reality for me.
In Peak Storage Wars, if y'all remember that show, a friend, do you watch Storage Wars?
No.
It was a show about people who bought storage units.
Oh.
And used them to fill up their thrift stores. And a friend of mine and I took a day off work to try and get into the Storage War game. We went to a storage auction and it was very intimidating. Mm-hmm. And it happened so fast, like to be in the rhythm of the auction, like we were not in the rhythm of the auction. So we like heard, it was like 12 seconds and like so many people did all their stuff. And like, we took a day off work for like 12 seconds. It was we felt kind of foolish.
You know, they planted like,
of course.
They would find like, oh, I paid $300 for this, and I found a Willie Mays rookie card. You know, it's like they would plant stuff for them to make money just so that us suckers.
Yeah, see, this is why I guess I haven't. It's intimidating.
So you got all your gear, you got most of it from eBay, really?
The large equipment, eBay. Everything else, like, are you asking like my supplies in general? I mean, all kinds of places, Jeff. All kinds of places. I mean, eBay, online, in person. I'm driving, they're delivering. I mean, someone asked me, how many suppliers or vendors or, suppliers are you working with? I said, I think over 30 or 40 different suppliers. Because, I mean, again, running this business, I'm sure anyone who does this can also tell you that it's not one supplier that I'm working with to get everything that I need. It's just impossible, especially in the field that I'm in for like Asian foods. Like I really have to go to multiple vendors.
I hope, is it breakdown from like country of origin? Like, is there like somebody that specializes in like Vietnamese stuff versus like Chinese stuff?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. For example, I have one supplier called Wasmetic Asian Foods. They're out of Santa Fe Springs, California. So they mostly specialize in Japanese foods, but they will have like Vietnamese stuff in there too, Filipino stuff. But I'm not buying their Filipino stuff or their Vietnamese stuff. I'm getting just their Japanese stuff because they have an extensive selection of Japanese foods, from tofu to nabe, hot pot sauces. So I'm getting all my Japanese stuff from them, and then various other places for like Vietnamese and Filipino and Cambodian and whatever. So it's a lot of different suppliers. Yeah, it's a lot to keep track of.
I bet.
Yeah.
And how do you determine what you want to be selling? Like, I mean, obviously you're getting different things from different suppliers, but like, how do you go about curating a selection at a grocery store?
I'm glad you asked that question, Jeff. The answer is easy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought that was going to be a real hard one, Curry.
I'm curating the store in such a way that it's stuff that I'm going to buy myself, basically. It's nothing is in there that I wouldn't buy myself. So every single thing I'm picking out that I would use myself. So
you cook a lot?
Yeah, I do. I do cook a lot. I love it when people come in and ask me for help on a recipe.
I just did that the last time I was in your shop.
And what were you?
Oh, boy.
Is it mapo tofu?
No. So I make we're having some finicky vegan friends come through.
Oh, right.
I love vegan.
Not me.
Not you. And one of them was a Swedish lady who cannot do spice, is allergic to mushrooms. And I'm like, you're really knocking out a lot of my great vegan dishes with that.
Yeah.
And I truly forget what we ended up making, but we did not make the mapo tofu. And you advised me on getting some fresh herbs and things like that. You pulled up the recipe and said, let's go through it. And I did end up making it not for the friends. And it was very good. It was fantastic.
Awesome.
What was it? I couldn't tell you.
I know. I'm trying to remember. But it happens often. And it's one of my favorite parts of the job is just being there for people. What's the saying? Food is like love language to the soul or something like that.
Yeah.
Am I totally killing that?
No, that is something like that. Yeah.
But none of us know what it is, really.
I think the expression is that the way that you can touch the soul is by sticking food down the throat. And the soul lives in the belly.
The soul, the chi.
You gotta shove it down.
That's where the energy is, right? Yeah. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
This is probably unanswerable, what I'm about to say. I feel like washing rice. when I cook, and this is not, when I cook Mexican food, I often have to toast rice, and that is a specific part of it. And then there's also people who really care passionately for good reason about washing the rice. For two reasons that, as I've heard. One, you're just washing it. And then two, you're washing some kind of starch or something like that on it. So it'll cook differently. So basically, I'm always faced with this dilemma of like, once you wash it, unless you were to like then let it dry for a day or two, you can't toast it, right? So I don't know what to do. Yeah.
I mean, if you're toasting it, then you don't necessarily need to wash it. Yeah.
Whatever you're washing, I'll probably...
It's going to die. It's get literally toasted. Yeah. They're toasted. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
Okay.
Yeah. I grew up with my mom teaching us to, and ask any Asian person, and they'll tell you the same thing. You wash your rice 3 times. Yeah, that's kind of like the golden rule of rice washing.
So it gets like the water's kind of
clear, but not completely clear, because then
clear.
You'll need to wash it like 20 million times at that point. But 3 is a good number. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a dirty rice eater. You're gonna wash my mouth out with soap.
I wash my rice every time right now.
I try to. I mean, most of the rice, I cook a lot of rice, but like, I make my dog's dog food from scratch, and it has brown rice in it. And I never wash the rice for the dog. And I feel so guilty about it every time. But I'm like, I don't have time to wash the dog's rice 3 times. And she's a dog.
I think they forgive you.
I hope so.
Yeah, this is too starchy. It's not cooked.
I'm not going to eat this, Dad.
Yeah.
Get this away from me.
But I don't know. So when you're doing that curation and you're saying, I'm opening a store, what are the first things that you're like, I've got to have these things at the store?
Oh.
Like, how do you start, like, do you have like spreadsheets and charts or like storm clouds?
Yeah, all of those. Honestly, the first thing that I was like, oh, I can't wait to get this in the store. The first thing that I started thinking about were camping meals.
Okay.
At Asian flavored or Asian inspired adventure meals. Those were the first things, just given where we live.
Well, like a bento box or something?
Oh, like Mountain House, Peak Refuel, like the camping, the pouches.
I see.
You add hot water, and then you're backpacking, and you're like, I'm hungry, and I want a good meal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to forget I'm here, kind of meal.
Absolutely.
So those got me really excited to get those into the store. Just given the area that we live in, but beyond that, the basic pantry staples that everyone should have if you're making Asian food: soy sauce, fish sauce,
multiple types of soy sauce,
rice, noodles. Yeah, chili crisp.
Adam and I both received as a gift a cookbook from J. Kenji Lopez Alt, his wok cookbook. And he immediately gets into like, well, you need the light soy sauce and the dark soy sauce. And before you opened, I went to all of the stores in town looking for the 2 soy sauce types, and nobody had them. And I ended up like, the next time I went to LA, I took a detour to go to an Asian market to specifically pick up light soy sauce and dark soy sauce. And I wish you were open then, because that was not a great detour. Oh, and I know that you have the full range of soy sauces.
Yeah,
as a shop.
I try. It's hard because when you just Google soy sauce, there's like thousands of different kinds of soy sauces, from dark to light, and then you've got gluten-free, tamari, shoyu, and then everything in between.
Different countries have
different countries. Yuzu infused, mushroom infused. It's a massive market. And you guys, you've been to my store. I'm operating out of less than 1,000 square foot space. And so I wish I could have all the soy sauces of the world, but it's just impossible. So what I do instead is I do a rotation, not just of soy sauces, but of most everything that's in my store. The snacks, the frozen ramen noodles, to the drinks, noodles, rice, just to keep things fresh and keep people wanting to come back and want to see something new, experience something new.
Do you have a favorite soy sauce?
My favorite soy sauce right now is this traditional firewood soy sauce I know, fermented for 2 years in terracotta urns in Taiwan.
Okay.
I'm down to our house. Good. I'm going to come out before this podcast is released and buy a bottle because I think you just sold a lot of people on that particular topic.
Oh my goodness. I mean, when people go into like traditional Asian grocery store, you're going to see a lot of like cheap stuff, right? Like $5 Kikkoman soy sauce or whatever. When you come into my shop, some people may be sticker shocked. So that traditional firewood soy sauce for like, I think, what is that, like 16 ounces or something, is $16. Why is it $16? It's because it's carefully made in small batches by, a small company in Taiwan that really care about their process. It's not mass produced. And so that's what I'm also trying to convey with a store like mine, is that Asian food shouldn't be cheaply made. That if people want high quality foods that they're making at home, sometimes that costs a little more to be able to have. Again, I'm curating the store with products that I would certainly use myself. And what's important to me is high quality, sustainability, small batch, high quality ingredients, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that a lot of people around here can do and can vibe with that as well. So
I think they've gotten big lately, but like one of the first times I was really like starting to spend up on something was Redboat fish sauce, which I believe I don't know if they're California, but they're an American company, right?
They are American, but they source responsibly from Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of fish sauces are made in Vietnam. Yeah, some places in Thailand and even Malaysia and the Philippines even, but majority of fish sauces that you see on the market do come from Vietnam.
But my mom was very hip to Redboat early on, and she told me about it, and she's like, I've been looking all over for this Redboat fish sauce. And then they started carrying it at Desierto, was the first place I ever saw it when I was living in the desert, a local gourmet store.
Yeah.
And I was like, it is so expensive, but I guess I'm going to pay for this bottle. And I am very glad I did.
Yeah.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
I really love that sauce. I've been told by my partner, cool it on the fish sauce. I put too much fish sauce in everything. We did buy is it a small batch artisanal smoke?
I remember that. That was the first time you came into the store. You were with your friend, and you guys thought it was like alcohol because it was in a bottle.
Like a Chambord bottle.
Yeah.
Which is like the weird sphere. That's the raspberry junk.
Right.
I think it's good to put in champagne. But no, it's bad. Don't put it in the champagne.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, I remember that.
But it's like a special version of Redboat's fish sauce that's been smoked. It's really, really good.
Barrel smoked.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
And I love it.
Good.
And it was very expensive, but I'm like,
Yeah.
but it's my special treat fish sauce.
Exactly. Special treat. And you don't have to douse. You're like, yeah.
I need light and dark soy sauces right now, and I need sesame oil right now. So,
Got a brand new cabinet to restock.
Yes. And good news, since we're talking about fish sauce, Adam, I do every now and again carry vegan fish sauce.
okay.
You guys aren't allergic to mushrooms, right?
I'm not.
Because a lot of vegans, speaking of mushrooms, right? And vegans and people who don't like or are allergic to mushrooms, I'm so sorry. But a lot of vegan products, they, compensate using mushrooms.
No, I love mushrooms.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
But yes, I do carry every now and again a vegan fish sauce. So next time I get it in, I'm saving it.
Okay.
I'm putting it in the back room. Okay. Because even non-vegans love this fish sauce.
Okay.
Because they don't really like the fishiness of the anchovies. So yeah,
I can't
it's
wait.
a good alternative.
Yeah. I think I've only had one vegan fish sauce, and it was like Kikkoman level quality.
There's a problem.
And I was like pretty underwhelmed. So now I'm excited.
Yeah. Good.
Speaking of artisanal things, this just occurred to me. I'm very curious. I've gotten into cooking more with MSG lately.
Yeah.
And I'm very curious, like in your dealing with distributors, is there like a artisanal MSG? Is that something that's coming around?
Yes, there is. Thank you to my girl Janelle at All Roads. Okay. She sent me a message on Insta about this brand called Dime, I think it is. This artisanal MSG brand. It's still like MSG, but they're like them, and I guess like restaurants and other people are trying to change the veil that has followed MSG in the last, like, I don't even know,
30 years.
30 years, yeah. That it's bad for you, right? Any good thing, if you have too much of it, it's going to be bad for you. If you drink too much water, it's going to be bad for you. So MSG, the face of MSG is starting to turn. So yes, to answer your question, there is an artisanal brand for MSG.
We've got like 6 salts in my house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we just have the one MSG in the little tube, and I love it, and I put it in stuff, but I'm like, it'd be nice if we could have like a little like basin with like, thicker, like a bigger crystal MSG that was, and they're just sprinkling in there.
Right.
Instead of just dumping it out of the little popcorn shaker.
Oh my goodness. I grew up with my mom, like right by the stove. You have 3 big containers of sugar, regular salt, and then MSG. Like not tiny things, but like big plastic jars for all those 3 things. And like a big spoon. And she's not measuring. It's just like,
I'm not measuring either. I was just going to doing a couple pinches of it in there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Jeff, did you ever try that Japanese salt that I gave you?
yes, we loved it. It was like seaweed.
See, yeah, it was like,
Furikake?
it's like in a bag kind of a thing. Yeah.
With seaweed, sesame seeds.
No. It's just salt.
It's like an infused.
No, it's not infused with anything. Okay. It's just that they dry it on like seabeds, basically.
And it's just salt.
It's just salt, but it has natural kind of umami.
Gotcha.
I think when I ran out of that, I think is when I started getting into the MSG.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You went into withdrawals.
but that was very. But I mean, I would take an MSG that was dried out on a seabed, or or some pink sea MSG.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I would love to ask you, and I hope this is not a controversial question, but there is another grocery store in your complex over there in Yucca Valley, Sue's Health Food.
Oh, not controversial at all.
How is the relation? Because you guys you're kind of behind the diagonal to Sue's Health Foods, who's in like kind of the institutional gourmet store for Yucca Valley for decades.
Oh, for sure. 40 years.
Okay.
34 years to be exact.
Yes.
No
beef between you and Sue.
No beef. And for anyone out there who wonders or questions, and I do have people come in and ask.
I was curious.
Yeah. We're setting the record right now. It literally is on the record. No, Sue's been great. Everyone, the other staff at Sue's Health Foods, they've been great. In fact, before I signed the lease on my building, I just double checked with my realtor that, hey, you've spoken with Sue. Is she okay with this idea of another grocer being next door to her? And he's like, yeah, totally. And when I started moving in and working on the building, I run into her and, we've chatted and we talked, and she's super cool. And she's actually come into the store to buy kiramochi and other things.
All right.
Yeah. So
it's not a lot of crossover between what you guys are selling.
Yeah.
You're both kind of like higher end small grocery stores. They're very curated.
yeah, no, I'm actually very honored to be able to have my store next to hers, because there are customers of hers that will look over and like, oh, what is that? And will come in, and or maybe Sue's might be out of ground ginger, and they'll send them over, and vice versa. If I'm out of something or I don't have, I send them over. So it's been a great symbiosis between the two of us. Yeah, I'm
glad it's a positive one.
It's a very positive one. Yeah.
You can pop into that complex and get like all of your stuff.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
it's fantastic.
Yeah, and there's a new escrow office in front of my building, so you can also get some documents signed, and get your grocery shopping on, and your car fixed.
Yeah.
Last time I would think I popped into your store, I was dropping off my partner to get her car fixed.
There you go.
I have to ask, because like I'm sure this happens in every town, but there's one particular plaza in Yucca Valley that has like 4 pizza restaurants, It's where the big Stater Brothers is in Yucca Valley. There's Toast Pizza, which is like a very good independent place.
Yeah.
And there also used to be a Pizza Hut that they burned down. It's not burned down, but it's empty. And they're building a Domino's next to the empty Pizza Hut.
Well, the Domino's is right next to the dome.
Already the Domino's on the other side of the street, but they're building a new Domino's across the street from the old Domino's next to the Pizza Hut that's abandoned. And also Toast Pizza. And also they put in a wing stop. And all of these places sell chicken wings. And I'm like, that makes me insane. It's like, we talked about this on the radio when we did figure out that it's like, each little quadrant of that plaza has a different owner.
Yes.
Probably not talking with each.
I learned this too, that
Considering going in there.
no. I really love my little standalone freestanding unit, and it's quaint. It's quaint over there. Yeah. Yeah. I did look at I think where the Quick Stop used to be. Is that where that area you're talking
I
about?
don't know what the Quick Stop is.
Not the Quick Stop. Oh my God. The GameStop.
Oh, the GameStop. Yes.
You guys Kevin Smith fans?
Yes.
Quick Stop.
Yes.
I meant to say GameStop, the old GameStop building. I actually looked at that building.
Oh, that's GameStop now. They went from game to wing.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I think there was just some miscommunication between myself and like the realtor or something. But I'm glad it didn't work out because I really, really love the building that I'm in right now. But I did learn that when I was thinking about that old GameStop building, I asked the same question, or they asked me, what store am I trying to open? And I said grocery store. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's really cool. But I looked at another vacancy by Vaughn's, and they asked me, what are you opening? Grocery store. And they're like, actually, you can't. So, to support what you just said, it really depends on who owns the complex or the lot or what have you. Yeah.
Now, there's a dog food store there.
High Desert Tales. I love that place.
Do you think they have to go through the same health permitting that you had to go through? Because they basically do everything you do. It's just not for humans.
Right. No, that's a good
It's
question.
not everything, but it's from her. That's what I mean.
I would imagine that they're doing. So what I have specifically with the county is a pre-packaged permit. I mean, it's a long list of different kinds of permits, but my guess is that Lindsay, who's the owner, she probably got some kind of pre-packaged permit with the county and has to undergo some sort of inspection because I guess even though she's not giving food to humans, she's still giving like consumption foods to something. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a great store. And
It is a great store.
Adam is a new dog owner as well. He's had a dog.
Oh, you're a dad.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
As of a month.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, they're great. I love going there. I'm not a dog owner. I'm a cat owner. Yeah, cat mom. Yeah.
So we've been talking about the things that you're bringing. You're bringing stuff that you cook with, that you like.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask the question first, and then I'll follow up with the inverse. But like, what did you put on your shelf that you said, wait till Yucca Valley gets a load of this. Wait till Joshua Tree gets a load of this, and nobody wanted it, and then you got stuck with a bunch of it.
Oh, I got some weird Asian snacks, and they were sitting there for a while. And I mean, long story short, I had to like sell them for like $1 or just give them away for free. But snacks is very fun, but also daunting at the same time because I think, this is going to go over well because it's like super exotic. They were like these weird flavored prawn chips from Malaysia. And I thought that they would do well, but I came to the conclusion that the marketing or the branding of these chips were just too weird for people. And so, and funny, the brand actually reached out to me and they're like, are you ready to like restock and stuff? And I told them, actually, I think I'm good for right now. And I can't tell you how many brands hit me up. It is mostly fun, but also very like for me, I grew up kind of as like sort of a yes person much of my life. And saying no to things and people, sometimes it's weird for me. But
Therapy is helpful with that.
yes, I have. Therapy is great. And I've been working on it. And I've been empowering myself to politely, professionally say no and turn down, requests or offers or whatever, because I can't say yes to everyone, because at the end of the day, I won't be making any money, so.
My inverse of that question is, what has surprised you that there's such an appetite here in the high desert for? Like, what's the thing that I never thought I would sell this many of this thing, but I can't keep it in stock?
Crystallized ginger.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that all right? I know that my partner's Australian, so she always likes to drill into my head that there's candied ginger, crystallized ginger, and dried ginger.
Yeah.
What is crystallized
Well,
ginger?
so crystallized ginger, when I say it, I'm referring to like the soft dried ginger that's like coated in sugar.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That you sometimes will find like in a cocktail,
Like
right?
on the edge of a cocktail.
Exactly. So that kind of crystallized ginger.
Is that what people are generally using it for, or they're just
No, they're not snacking on it. I mean, I'm snacking on it. Sure.
yeah?
It's great for you. But yeah, that's been doing really well. So well that I'm actually, one of my strategies, I'm incorporating it into my strategy for next year is to find some kind of like food packaging situation supplier that can help me to design, package my own crystallized ginger with like a spice mix in it, something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been doing really well, surprisingly. I have so many people come in and they're like, I can't find this anywhere. I'm like, really?
Like what?
Just crystallized ginger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I might have to get some from my partner's wild about ginger, and I'm medium on it. I'm learning to become more of a ginger guy. I was doing a little research before the show, and see what feels like an appropriate time to bring it up. Have you heard of the ginger rabbit cocktail?
the ginger rabbit cocktail, I have.
Okay.
Let me guess. Does it have gin in it?
It does not have gin in it.
Really?
I would
Okay.
think so. That makes
so.
perfect sense.
Okay.
It comes from bartender Damien Windsor, so shout out to that guy.
Woo.
But it's bourbon and black tea and star anise infused star anise infused simple syrup with fresh ginger.
Oh, is he a bartender?
Wait. Say it again. Say
Okay,
it again.
sorry. The ginger rabbit is bourbon,
Bourbon,
black tea.
black tea.
Oh no, it's a black tea and star anise infused simple syrup together.
Oh, they're all together.
They're all in the simple syrup.
Okay.
With fresh ginger, and then it has cream Yvette, is a violet and fruit-based liqueur.
Okay.
I've never heard of cream Yvette
Wait,
before.
a violet?
Violet and fruit-based liqueur.
Okay.
Yes. So all of that goes into what is called the ginger rabbit.
Interesting. I bet you Des Alto has the violet liqueur. I would guess.
Creme Yvette, perhaps, is that.
That sounds amazing.
There's too many complex flavorings.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I mean, famous last words. I'll probably have one and say it's delicious. But there's so
But
many.
not at night because it has tea in it.
Well, I would have a sip. You're right.
A sip. Okay.
But there's
Twisted.
There's anise, there's ginger, there's violet, there's flower. There's just a lot of like
bourbon, which is
very like punchy flavors in there.
You would be a good judge on like Drink Masters. Have you seen that show?
I haven't.
There was only one season, but it was so good. Very good. Anyways.
Yeah.
I think I'd watched Drink Masters. Was it on like Netflix?
Netflix. Yeah.
That was a great show.
It was very good. I'm surprised it didn't get renewed. but-
More of that, please. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I haven't heard of that cocktail. I mean, funny that you bring this up. I've been talking with a couple of people, restaurants, places in town to do like, because I love a good cocktail. Like I love going to the Copper Room and just sitting at the bar and just having a nice cocktail, Tiny Pony, anywhere. And I've talked with a few people to do like some kind of fun drink collab using ingredients from the store. So that's something that,
I think you should make
hi, everyone out there, let's collab.
because that does not convince me. I think you can make your own ginger ale cocktail.
That is something I actually like doing at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. When my ice machine is working, I am just kind of experimenting with
What
things.
kind of ice?
Like crystal clear cube ice.
Love that.
Yeah. I don't like the weird shape ice. Yeah.
Come out of that.
I'm a square ice person.
What ingredients from your store are going into your cocktails? Like
Fish sauce for sure.
I've never done. As a fish sauce guy who has been scolded for using it too much.
I was saying, like, I think you would love.
What are you putting fish sauce in?
What do I?
Cocktail was. What's the cocktail you're using fish sauce
Oh,
in?
like anything that calls for salt. So, like some kind of a weird spin on Bloody Mary, obviously, margarita, whatever.
You put it right
fills
rim.
in the mix.
Okay.
That whatever I'm mixing, just like a dash and perhaps the rim and get like some kind of crystallized ginger bits around there.
that's it.
Just to add some umami salt to the drink. And where did I get this idea from? I went to some really cool speakeasy in Chicago, and I was very amazed by this one cocktail that had fish sauce in it. I ordered it because it had fish sauce in it, and it was excellent. I'm like, of course, that makes so much sense. Yeah.
I'm a fabulous cook, if I do say so myself.
You're a very good, you're an amazing cook.
Thank you. We did a pop-up in town many, many years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm dog shit at making cocktails. I cannot make a cocktail to save my life. I'm really bad now.
What do you think?
You overpour.
Oh, John Taffer would have you on.
I'm flattered, Jeff. I'm starting to air you out like that. But yeah.
Well,
We're pouring, so he's not using the.
No, I'm pretty bad.
You go better? You're better than I haven't had a cocktail from you for at least like 2 or 3 years.
Did you have any Negronis at Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah,
Those were appropriate.
they were good.
You pause a tea bit.
I made a when I was in my Bloody Mary making days in LA, early days of dating my partner, and she's very restrained in what she likes. She's a minimalist. She beat into my head the correct way to make a martini, which is you have a atomizer with vermouth and you just spritz the inside of the glass.
Yeah, that's fancy. Yeah.
And I made some really ruined Bloody Marys in our day. And I remember an infamous one, like I was putting in all the stuff. I probably threw in some fish sauce. I did a little dash of sesame oil in the Bloody Mary and it just sat on top of the tomato juice. And she will never let me live down that terrible Bloody Mary. And I'm like, I'm not to be trusted in the cocktail, in the liquor cabinet. So.
Hey, wow.
Yeah. One time we had a Bloody Mary party where people could make their own Bloody Mary.
Oh, that is so fun. That was super fun.
My sister did that one.
Oh, but it was at your house.
It was at our house in LA. Upcoming guest on our show, my sister. So I'm in playing
Oh,
So-
younger or older?
younger sister. So
So your problem with cocktails is measuring.
probably.
Okay.
I have a sense of food. I don't know if I have a sense of drinks. I could never put together this ginger rabbit with all those complicated things.
Right. It's kind of like baking, right?
I don't bake very much.
See there.
See, I
Yeah.
can do a cocktail, but at baking I cannot do. And the reason why is because a cocktail you can taste it and you can make an adjustment.
Right.
Baking you cannot.
Fair enough.
You put it all in and like whatever happens.
Great for the
and
best.
you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. And I guess why I liken the two together is the measurements have to be precise. Right. But yes, I
But
agree.
you are measuring. You're using little
Yes.
cups and
Yes. You can't just like a dash of baking powder and flour there. No.
All right, I've got. This is the part of the show where I say maybe you could get this one thing at your store.
Oh,
Uh,
what's that?
well, no, I'm joking.
It depends.
This is a big. It depends. But a few years ago, I went on a journey throughout the high and low desert looking for pig blood. And
Yes.
I have found pig blood recently.
I can hook you up with my mom.
Okay.
Sorry.
I there's I think it's a Filipino market in Cathedral City that I've seen that has both pig and beef blood.
Like Philam or what's the other one? I know two Filipino.
This one looks like it's closed from the outside. At least it's boarded up. It's like a little
AJ Market.
AJ Market.
Yes.
Have you eaten there?
I haven't eaten there.
I had hot food and I was very curious to try it, but I haven't been back down to try it.
Interesting.
But they do have pig blood there.
Okay.
And I went to, I don't know, like a dozen stores looking for pig blood. One was trying to make blood sausage, Boudin Noir in particular.
Okay.
And I could not at the time find
the pig blood, I was sent to all of these stores that sold blood sausages.
Right.
And like I'd go to one store and like, no, I'm looking for the blood. And they'd send me to another place down the line. And I never found the pig blood then.
Yeah.
I have found it now. I don't think you really need to have pig blood, just Spain. I know where I can get it. I'm going to use it one time.
You can get it in the high desert now?
You can get it in the low desert.
Low desert, yeah. AG Market, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, so AG Market it is.
You're not going to be carrying pig blood every time?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, wait, there's going to be a line out the door.
No. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I wish I could fulfill everyone's wishes. But given the space and just given, like, the reality that I have to buy so much of something and then I have so little space and then, like, the sell-through for certain things. So I'm still, like, in experimental phase. But pig's blood.
We're not getting an end cap with pig's blood. I'm messing.
Props not.
Maybe beef blood.
You know, it's so interesting that, you know, we have the Staters and the Vaughns, and they carry, like, you know, massive deli. You would think that they would, I don't know, have
I've asked, and they have
sludge just kind of sitting in a
Yes,
bucket or something.
I don't think they're doing like that much butchering. I think they're doing some butchering, but they're not doing like whole pig butchering.
Sure, that makes
Stater
sense.
Brothers.
Yeah.
And they do have secret stuff in the back if you ask at Stater Brothers Butcher
Oh,
Shop.
like what?
I've gotten pork belly there, like the whole pork belly.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, because I have a lot of people come in and ask about that or call, and I don't know what to tell them.
Yeah.
So pigs, okay.
Yeah, you have to ask for it at Stater Brothers, but they usually have some in the freezer. It's not fresh. It's only frozen, but they keep them in the back. They don't put them out. I don't know why you got secret meat, but you're good for them.
So if we named episodes like that, we would name this one Secret Meat.
You're going to be here for another 4 years. You signed a 5-year lease. So
Yes.
people can visit when you're visiting the national park. Bring a cookbook and get some fun ingredients from the Ginger Rabbit.
Yes.
And how can people find you?
You can find us online at Instagram. On Instagram at the Ginger Rabbit _market. We're also on Facebook, and we also have a website, but we're located at 56830 29 Palms Highway, right by Sue's Health Foods, across the street from the Big Lots. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Formerly Big Lots.
Formerly.
We do this on the radio because Sue's is an advertiser at our radio station where my day job is. And we had to change the ad from across from Big Lots to across the former Big Lots.
Former Big Lots. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, our hours right now are Wednesdays to Sundays, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., but we will be open a few Tuesdays this month to account for holiday closures. So just follow us to make sure that you can get in on those days.
And you do pop-ups and other kinds of...
We do host
time-
Thank you for that question, Adam. We do host pop-ups by our pals, Mystic Meals, who make vegan food, Vietnamese food, also vegan donuts. They've started doing that recently, and bagels. So their menu changes every now and again. Actually, they're going to be at my store again on Sunday, December 21st from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. if you want to check out their food. But we don't make, because of our permit, we don't make hot foods to go. A lot of people ask us about that. But we do and welcome other people to host pop-ups in front of our store. So,
I was still doing my pop-up.
you know,
Hot dog panic from...
that was what it was called? Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Yeah, it was barbecue topped hot dogs, and we did a lot of vegan stuff. But I'm a big into smoking meat and things. So
Oh, I'm learning that now with the whole blood sausage thing.
I really wanted to throw some. The thing that like sparked my love of barbecue was I was in Austin, and my friend took me to some hole in the wall barbecue place, and we got a smoked boudin noir, which is a Cajun style blood sausage with like rice in it, and right off the smoker, and it was so tremendously good. And I never had it since, and I'm like, well, if I can't get it, then I'm gonna make it. That's been my rule in the desert.
I love that rule, and I think it's a rule that a lot of us have out here, and I love that my store is helping most people to do that out here in terms of Asian food. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right. Well, Macy,
thank you so much for joining us. This has been a delight.
Thank you, Jeff and Adam. The pleasure is all mine.
And yeah, visit the Ginger Rabbit in Yucca Valley. It rocks. And I will be getting that soy sauce before the episode comes out. So, if you're trying to get the fireside soy sauce,
The traditional firewood soy sauce.
there will be one less bottle because I'm gonna go. And
Yeah. Hop in, y'all.
all right. For Adam and myself, thank you so much for listening to Clean Up on Aisle podcast.
Hello. Goodbye.